What is up YouTube, and welcome to this MCU video. I will be discussing today how the Red Guardian's actual origin within the MCU has already been shown in a blink and you'll miss it scene, and how it is connected very much to the Winter Soldier. So let's dive in together. Before we start, please do hit that like button as it does help us out massively, and do hit subscribe below with notifications on to never ever miss a video. I am desperate for more MCU movies, and considering we have no idea when Falcon and Winter Soldier will be coming out, and theatres seemingly staying shuttered for, well, however long, we don't know. Even Tenet could be delayed, which means Black Widow's release date itself is looking very, very precarious. So with this in mind, let's fill ourselves with some theories here as we break down just how the Red Guardian's origin could actually be connected to the Winter Soldier. Now in the comics, the Red Guardian and Winter Soldier actually have a connection, and that is with herself, Black Widow. Now back in the day, the Winter Soldier was helping to train the Black Widow herself inside the Black Widow programming. So with this happening, he was actually going to sneak into Natasha's room, and they slowly had a love affair. But this didn't work out very well because it was breaking down the deprogramming and reprogramming that Hydra and, well, the Russians have done to him, and he was put back on ice. Now she then went on to actually marry someone else who was a Russian pilot. She wasn't really too into him, but it was one of those things where she had to do it for the party herself. So he actually was then thought to be dead by Natasha, but this is where it all starts. In the comics, the Winter Soldier also trained the male version of the Black Widow program, the Wolf program, and well, let's get a bit tenuous here. So in Captain America Civil War, we saw the book that launched 1,000 different December 1991 memes, and that actually led to Baron Zemo getting the book that was used to brainwash the Winter Soldier. Now this actually has the same star on the suit as Red Guardian, which is absolutely crazy. Now I know what you're saying, the stars are pretty much the big thing with our boys, the USSR, but it's not a red star, is it? It's like silver or gold, it has that same sort of sheen to it. Now, looking side by side, Captain America and the Red Guardian have the same star, because the Red Guardian is essentially the Russian version of Captain America, and the pop vinyls merchandise actually show that we have the character who plays the Red Guardian, who becomes the Red Guardian, is holding a figure of the Red Guardian, and it's showing that he is a brand like Captain America actually was. So I think that what the connection here is, that what if Bucky was frozen and he was used to train people, but he didn't train Natasha like the comics, because she was actually born in 1984. David Harbour is 45, so he's obviously going to have been a superhero or something before Natasha. So what if he actually, or at least the Winter Soldier program, was used to create the Red Guardian? And this is a connection to Captain America once more, because within the MCU, the Winter Soldier Bucky was actually used to try and recreate Captain America. He had the Super Soldier Serum used on him, and that could go deeper here, because what if the Red Guardian was a byproduct of the Winter Soldier program, and this led to them being made. Bucky was used to train him. We know the Winter Soldier program existed and created other people, so what if they actually wanted to create their own version of Captain America leading out of the Winter Soldier? The Russian Hydra could have used this serum to give the Guardian his powers, but of course it never works, does it? The Soldier Serum is actually a poison chalice, because it only really worked properly on Steve Rogers. It didn't work on the Red Skull because he had a red skull. It didn't work on Bruce Banner because, well, he turned out to be, well, I think you know what he turned out to be, And then, of course, in the trailer for Black Widow, we see the Red Guardian, but he's looking a bit out of shape, a bit pudgy and older. So maybe it didn't work. Maybe it actually gave him powers just for a short amount of time, and that's when he dropped out of the program. So what if, like I said, the Red Guardian is a product of the Winter Soldier program? Red Guardian could have been that persona by the time Natasha is in the Red Room, and he helped, well, Black Widow on the program. And actually, Natasha's Black Widow program was an offshoot, again, of that successful program. This is why Natasha doesn't recognize the Winter Soldier, but she has a high interest in finding him. Maybe, of course, she knew that he was used to train the Red Guardian. That's why she was so desperate to find him after, well, she was shot by him. So I think they've swapped the stories there, swapped them around with who trained who. But it is an interesting one nonetheless. I would love to hear what you think down in the comments on that one. Do you want more videos like this? Do you want more tenuous links and such? So do let me know as well. Please do hit that like button down below if you enjoy the video. And if you want more videos like this, please do subscribe with notifications on, because our next video will be all about the community cameos within the MCU. But that is it. I will see you soon, and goodbye.